Okay, welcome back. Okay, another video from Ty from Mistrock44. Wanted me to review this, and that is as it loaded, as you can see, 000 on the timer, and the title is Jack Pittman contest entry. That's all we know. We can see 101st eagle on the shoulder. He's got the chicken. He has a cricket, which it's something we haven't seen yet in any of the videos, in fact. But he does let us down with the parachute scarf, so I can only assume that there's no shirt under that. But oh no, there is. Of course there is. Look, we can see his sleeves. He does have a shirt. Sorry, Jack. It's normally everybody wears these around their necks to hide the fact they're not wearing shirts, but you are. Parachute first aid pack on suspenders. It's a bit of an odd colour, but it's in the right place. So that is more important than it being on your helmet or something very, very inauthentic. Looks like dark scrim, but because of the lighting, we can't really tell much. A-frames, cup, yeah, it's not done up. It's one of the, we haven't gone down that route of people that do them up and walk around with them done up. It's like, no, how uncomfortable is that damn thing? Okay, let's hit play and see what we get.
Hi guys, it's me, Produce and today I'm doing an entry into Jack Pittman's contest.
Oh, you're really quiet. Hold on, let me see if I can turn you up. No, I don't want you to come blaring out.
Yeah, just a quick mention, guys. I'm not wearing anything in my pockets on my jacket, my trousers, or anything in my rigger pouch or anything. That's because after this segment, I'm going to be doing a segment on what I carry in them. So,
Okay, fine. Yeah, he's told us why. That's fine. So that's not worth mentioning then. Good.
Yeah, so it just makes it a bit easier. But basically, for my impression, I do D-Day and maybe a couple of days after D-Day because I do wear quite a lot of gear. But for D-Day, it would have been just stuffed with the pouch would have been stuffed. The pouches would have been stuffed with ammunition because they just carry as much ammunition as they could.
Where does this thing come from? They carried as much ammunition as they could. Now, we've heard this several times. I'm not just picking on this guy. No, they did not carry as much as they could. I think we're going to see this phrase a lot, aren't we? They had a certain allotment of ammunition per soldier, and that's what they carried. Nobody went, oh, do you know what? Just keep giving me more. I can take it, lads. Keep giving me more, until they couldn't take any more, and then they jumped with that. No, where's this come from? Well, we've got to dispel this crazy ass myth. It's in one of the Carentan books. I'm sure that it breaks down, and it does change per regiment as well. I think it's roughly, from what I can remember off the top of my head, so don't quote me, it's roughly around 100 rounds. Roughly is your allotment. You may be carrying other ammunition for squad based weapons and the like. But your allowance is around 100 rounds, roughly. I can look all this up. It's all probably on the website anyway.
But yeah, guys, we're going to get straight onto it. So we're going to start from head to toe. We're going to just go straight off. Here we have my M2 D-Bell helmet. Has a leather chin strap, A-frames, the liner leather chin strap, which is to help keep the liner in the helmet, and then the one at the back, which you could put over you as well. But yeah, I believe M2 D-Bell is the more used one. Was the more used helmet for D-Day, but I'm not overly sure, so don't.
They were used. They weren't the most common. The most common would be the fixed bail, not the swivel bail, which is the one you see most people wearing them because they're cheap and they're everywhere. But still correct. It's a nicer helmet than the fixed bail, so you can definitely get a thumbs up for that.
Quote me on that. Moving down, I have my M42 jump jacket, reinforced elbows, and you can just see there, reinforced pockets. It's got a little belt there. You could stuff quite a lot in these pockets, stuff, you know, whatever really. I have my parachute scarf. They weren't issued these. They come off their parachutes. Quite a lot of time I don't wear these just because I feel they are overdone.
Good. So why are you wearing it? Yeah, get rid of it. Palm it off to some other mug who stick it on eBay. Just get rid of it. You're right. Yeah, it's so overdone, and it was so rarely done. Yeah, it's nonsense. Your jacket and I assume both your trousers both need to be CC2 though. This is D-Day. This should be dark. You know, it hasn't had a chance to wash out yet. You haven't had a chance to boil the CC2 treatment out. So you do need, or you should need to give that a good soak in decking oil. And give it that nice dark, waterproof, waxy look. That would make such a huge difference. I mean, you've got a stunning helmet, but the jacket, it just needs that extra bit of work. And then, you know, yeah, that will be a huge improvement.
Wearing these, like, because not every paratrooper and quite a lot of them did not have a chance to actually cut their parachute to get a bit off, because as soon as they landed, they were under fire. So
yeah,
didn't really have time to. So I think it can be overdone, but they are quite nice to wear.
It's very overdone. Let's not say can be. It's very overdone, and so seldom done in Normandy.
Next, I have my cricket. These were originally a toy, and then
again, this thing about them being a toy, they weren't a toy. They were made for the music industry. Acme. What's the real company name? They're in Birmingham in the jewellery quarter, and it's escaped me. J. Hudson and Co. They also made the World War I whistles and things like that. They were made for the music industry as ways of keeping rhythm. Click, 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 etc. Somebody somehow found out about these things, and the 101st went to them and they said, we want X amount, and they said, that's fine. You can have all the ones we've got in stock, which were the nickel-plated ones. Oh, which way round was it? Oh no, I'm going to get it the wrong way round, aren't I? Okay, so it was either nickel-plated ones or the brass ones. That was what they all had in stock. And they said, what we can do is we can supply the rest of the order with the other type. I can't remember which way round it is, so I'm not even going to pretend I know for sure. My memory is absolutely appalling with little minor details like that. A lot of the nickel-plated ones went to the 502. It's about a 10-in-1 ratio, brass being much more common than nickel-plated ones, but the nickel-plated ones only seem to come up in 502 groupings. So it's one of those little oddities if you're going to do 502 and you want a little bit sort of deeper to your impression.
Needed a way of communicating at night when they couldn't see, so they invented this. Well, so basically, if you heard a noise...
Right, will he do this right? Again, people never do this right.
You would, like a noise in the bush or something, you didn't know what it was, you'd just do one click.
Good.
And then if you got a reply like this...
No. This nonsense also comes from bandwagon of brothels and things like that. One click is not answered with 2 clicks. 1 click is answered with 1 click. Then if you can't find the person, you do 2 clicks. And they respond with 2 clicks. And so on and so on and so on. This 1 click by 2 clicks is just well, bollocks, frankly. Again, I don't know. I'm only going to blame Hollywood for this whole thing being done wrong and the misinformation being passed on.
So a double click, then that would mean they were friendly. Or if they did not reply with, you could then say flash, and then a reply would be thunder.
Oh, the passwords changed every day, and there were alternate versions. Yet the only one anybody knows is that one, and I wonder why that is. Yes, I'm not going to say it again. Fucking Bob.
But if it didn't reply to any of them, then you would know they were enemy and you could open fire or etc. Yeah, I have a bandolier. This holds 6.
Oh, before we go any further, an interesting note is that the 82nd were not issued the crickets or clickers, whatever you want to call them. And in Normandy, they had absolutely no idea why the 101st were making these bizarre clicking noises at them. So you imagine that, you know, they eventually meet up the 113nd and they, why don't you respond to our clicks? What the hell are you talking about? Yeah, nobody had told them. Nobody had issued them to them. It was a 101st thing.
I believe, yeah. 6 end blocks or carbine mags. Quality.
Good. And it's actually a decent, not that crappy Chinese rubbish with 30 cal stamped on in huge, great big black letters. Nice, plain, simple, cheap.
Bunch of ammunition. I'm gonna go into my weapon. I now carry a M1 Garand. This is a Denix. It cocks, dry fires, got the leather sling.
Good.
Yeah, I ditched my carbine. I still got it, but I don't use it anymore because a standard rifleman had Garand. Not
Good lad. Good. I'm glad some people understand this. That the carbine was not for whoever wanted to carry a carbine. Yeah, riflemen carry rifles. You know, that sounds so straightforward, yet you look at all everybody else, what they carry. Thompsons, grease guns, carbines. You all need Garands, guys. There's no excuse now. I mean, Denixes are dirt cheap. Yeah, there's a few issues with them. There's these weird screw holes in places that should be filled. It doesn't have a lock bar sight. You know, the woodwork is, well, a bit orangey. But all this can be fixed really easily. Really easily. I mean, it's so easy to fix and it makes a massive difference. Original butt plates fit exactly the right size and shape as the ones on there. So you pull that off. Cut a little hole out the butt for the hinge piece to go in. And the original butt plate will go on. You've then got a door which opens. You don't have the holes, but you can drill that out as well. That one little piece costs you about £8 for an original butt plate for £1,000. It just changes the look of the gun. Little things like that will improve it massively.
Carbine, and my carbine was technically incorrect.
Yes.
I'm going to put that down, guys. And I'm just going to leave the camera, guys, so you can see my lower half. So, guys, the camera angle has changed, so you can see my lower half. I forgot to say, guys, though, under my M42 jump jacket, I have a M37 wool shirt.
Good lad.
Also, I have suspenders, dog tags, and then maybe a vest or a white shirt.
Oh, I was hoping he wasn't going to do that. Yes, vest. No white t-shirts.
Some underneath. Yeah, guys, also, actually, no, I'm going to get into my webbing now, guys. And, yeah, so, first of all, I have a M36 pistol belt.
Good.
This is the original 1942 or 3, I believe. Yeah, it just carried everything, basically. I'm just going to... Next, we have a rigger pouch. This is a small one. This would basically...
I swear these guys are doing it to me on purpose. There's no such thing as a small one. It's a rigger pouch. That's it. It's a rigger pouch.
Just be packed with ammunition or maybe a couple of bandages, etc.
Oh, no. You were on a roll then. You were on a roll. You were doing so well. Ammunition. That's all you want in them. That's what you need. You're a rifleman. You need ammunition. Either 2 grenades, 6... No, what? Sorry, my completely blank there. 4 M blocks, 2 carbine mags, and a box of ammo. There's your 3 options.
Yeah, but as I said, I am not having anything in them. But yeah, guys, so that would have just had basically ammo in, or some, yeah, mainly ammo.
Yes.
On the other side, I have a Carlisle bandage pouch with a later war Carlisle. Earlier war, oh God, it was a tin like this.
Yes.
But it was orange. Then they went to...
Is he going to get this right now? If he's going to explain this, he's got to get it right.
Green tin, but obviously further through the war, metal was needed for munitions and...
He's not going to explain why it went green, orange, green.
weapons, so they went onto this cardboard, and then it had the little lead, I think it was lead, like kind of lining in it, and yeah, these contained like a small Carlisle and then sulfamanilamide, but the sulfamanilamide was meant to like.
Okay, the second person who can't say it. It's not familiarmonide. And I'm not even going to try and say it now because I know I've been saying it wrong.
Be a disinfectant and help like the wound stay clean and stuff and not get infected.
Exactly what it's for.
But actually, it didn't really work after the war. When the wounds had healed up, they found that it actually caused a lot of rashes and itches and stuff because it just irritated the skin a lot and it didn't really work for what they meant it for.
Well, I have never ever heard that before. I think I read about 5 or 6, 7 pages all on the Carlisle pouches, both types, three types, the different bandages, the different cases, the way it evolved from the first ones with the D-ring to the ones with the split seam, and later to the cardboard ones. But I've never ever heard this about the sulfonamide powder causing rashes and things like that. I don't know where this has come from.
Next, I have my M36 suspenders.
I mean, they are, yes, but my he's used electrical tape. Now, they were taped up, so it's good that he's taped them up, but they were not. It was not shiny electrical tape that was used. God, these bloody stupid hiccups. What's going on? It was fabric tape, the same sort of type tape you get in like ice hockey and hockey. It's that. It's fabric tape. It came in black and it came in white. I don't know why they used white so much because it stands out an absolute mile. So yeah, I mean, it's 50-50 which one you pick, but most people go black. Yeah, so don't use electrical tape.
Yeah, they attach the belt and also to my Musette bag, which I'll show you in a minute.
Good.
I have felt pads, guys. They just help with making the webbing a bit more comfier. I have a airborne first aid on my suspenders. Moving further around, I have another rigger pouch, again, same as this one, basically stuff for ammunition on D-Day, and eventually I'll just put other things in there. Further around, I have my M36 canteen cup and cover.
No, you don't, because that's not a thing. But good guess.
The airborne canteen cover is actually different to the...
There is no such thing as an airborne canteen cover. And if somebody sold that to you with that title, they're a fucking moron as well. It's an M1942 canteen cover. That's it. Same as cot straps. It's just a canteen cover. They reinforced it like that to give it strength. It's got bugger all to do with the airborne. Except they used them. But so did everybody else. Oh, where do these bloody stupid rumours and stories come from?
Normal one that infantry use. Lots of companies advertise these as airborne canteen covers, but actually they're not. They were adopted.
Thank you. So why did he say that at the start? Yes, good. You do know.
From the cavalry, as I've said in previous...
Oh, no, it's got nothing to do with the cavalry either. He's dated this to 1936. But cavalry was pretty much redundant World War One. Why would they be making equipment for the cavalry in 1936? It makes no sense. Think.
Videos. Yeah, so not actually airborne. The airborne used them, but they were adopted from the cavalry.
Oh, stop saying it. You're talking rubbish.
Yeah, further on this side, I have another rigger pouch. Again,
Good.
Same reason as the other ones. Here, I have my M36. Not M36. Why am I saying M36? M43 folding shovel. The cover is actually Dutch. So that's
yeah, I thought it looked weird. All the big poppers down the side.
The shovel is original 1945. Again, just for digging stuff, etc. And then yeah, that's all for the back. Also, guys, I know my Musette bag is probably a bit too low. That's because I do have a lot of weight from my GPM bag, which pulls it down. But yeah, guys, so this is my Musette bag. this would just carry your mess tins, your socks.
No, it would not carry your mess tins. Definitely not plural. You don't take a mess tin into combat.
Maybe a spare shirt, a couple of personal
No spare shirts.
items, and etc. Yeah, they connect under there and over top to your suspenders.
Good. So at least he's wearing it correctly, because most people put those 2 front straps onto their webbing. They put the 2 back ones onto their belt, and the 2 back ones onto their belt, and then they just hang the musette bag, and it just flaps around, bouncing around, because there's no reason for it not to bounce around. The other two straps at the front go onto your belt. The other 2 go around under your arms, attached to the D-rings of the musette, turns it into a rucksack. It stops it jumping around and actually makes it sit in the right place on your back. If it's just left to dangle, it just pulls your webbing, pulls your belt up under your tits, and it ends up by your arsehole. Or somewhere in between.
Moving on, guys, I have my GP ammo bag.
Lovely.
This is an original 945. It has slightly US stamp in there. In here, I would have carried ammunition, grenades, maybe my Jeep cap, maybe my horse.
It was onto a roll for a second. Ammunition, yeah. Jeep cap, no. If you want to take one, you'd stuff it in a pocket or in your musette bag.
Outside gloves, etc., etc.
That's for ammo.
Also, guys, just a quick mention about the horsehide gloves.
Cool.
I will get them out for you guys just so you know which ones I'm on about. These are horsehide gloves, or just leather gloves. They are not airborne
Have they seen dirt ever?
gloves. Lots of places do advertise them as airborne gloves, but they are not. They were again adopted from the cavalry. The cavalry use them to ride their horses, etc. That's probably where they got horsehide from. Horses, cavalry. But again, they were adopted from the cavalry, like the canteen. So that's just a bit of a thing.
I'm just going to stay quiet.
No, they are not from the airborne. Yeah, I was saying, guys, GP ammo bag, munitions, grenades, gloves, hats, anything you get in there. It's GP, which is general purpose. It's got the GP strap. Sorry, guys, you hear that's my TV. I just knocked it. Oh my god, it's about to fall off. Okay, guys, so on to the final piece, really, is my M5, I believe, or was it M7? I believe it's an M5 rubberized assault gas mask bag. These are water resistant, not waterproof. These just strap to your leg if you were airborne, and if you were infantry, you'd have it on your chest. Yes, this would carry a gas mask. I'm not quite sure.
I mean, it's not strictly true. You find all sorts of places that the paratroopers strap these to. There's one guy walking to the plane in one of the videos. He's a 502 member, and he's got it strapped to his boot, which just seems ludicrous. But when he walks, it looks normal. It's not like it's heavy weight and he's like staggering around or hopping. Mostly yes, it's on your leg. It can be other places.
Which one it would be? But lots of people ditched their gas masks when they landed just because gas wasn't used really in World War II, and also they had a lot of weight, so they just kept the bag, stuffed personal items in there that they wanted to keep dry.
Yep.
And finally, guys.
Good. Yeah. One clever trooper discovered that it was almost the perfect size to fit inside your musette bag, and then you can use the whole thing as a waterproof liner. Oh.
Guys, I have my M42 trousers, reinforced knees, and also reinforced pockets. And then just to finish it off, guys, I do have my jump boots right here. Yeah, guys. Yeah, these are not Corcoran's. They're basically the same as Corcoran, just not made by Corcoran. That's literally the only difference. I believe I've covered everything, guys.
Well, it's not the only difference. Corcoran's have an amazing quality to them, and they will last you 20 years. Those boots, I'm assuming he's got most of his his jumpsuit, his boots from Soldier of Fortune. The rigger's almost certainly a Soldier of Fortune. Those boots are 80, 90 quid. They do the job. They will eventually fall apart. If you get 5, 10 years, you've done really well out of them.
On what I'm wearing, I'll just give it a bit of a... Yeah, guys. Now I will take you on to this segment about what I carry in my pockets. Pockets here, pouches, bag, musette bag, etc. Yeah, so I am really warm. But yeah, guys, I'll see you in that segment. Yeah, I'm back. This is.
Okay, well, I mean, there's a lot of oddities in that bit, but it wasn't that bad. It's an easy thing to improve. His jumpsuit definitely needs to be CC2'd. If he's doing Normandy, that is a big thing for his impression.
This is actually the second part. I'm actually recording this first just because I'm getting all the way first instead of taking out my parts and stuff. So this is like the personal items and stuff I might have carried in my pockets. So like in my rigger pouches, not in there, but not in my bandage pouch, but you know, my GP ammo bag, my Musette bag, etc. So
guys, these GP bags and rigger pouches are for ammunition. It's called. I know it's called a GP bag. It's got general purpose to put magazines and books in, and hats. All that sort of personal stuff gets stashed in your pockets or in your musette bag. Ammo bags and GP bags, ammo pouches are for ammo.
This is what it could have been carrying on D-Day or a couple of days after, as my impression is. So I think we'll start from the top and just make our way down. It's in no specific order really.
His sound's gone horrible.
It's just kind of what I got out of my cupboard, not cupboard, like my kind of box I keep while in. So yeah, we'll start right at the top. So first of all, I'm really sorry for the bad lighting actually, guys.
Whoa.
Yeah, this is not really going to work that well, but first of all, I just have a barber saw. These are all homemade. A shaving brush, a breakfast K ration.
Right, wrong type of K ration again. We see this a lot. It's a late war type, not available for Normandy.
Glider. What even it? It's
shaving cream.
Shaving cream, isn't it?
So you've got 2 lots of shaving cream.
A plain gauze.
Why would you have another bandage?
What even is this? I think it's, yeah.
I mean, the only reason you'd have another bandage is if you're doing 502, but then you want the British shell dressings. Every guy got 2 of them.
It's like a metal. I think it's a metal. Yeah, it's a wire splint.
Why would you have that?
Next, we've got a
razor blade.
Gem razor. This is how they were folded as well. This is folded correctly. There is actually a razor in there.
It's not a razor blade. That's
10, I believe. Right, this is going to be hard. HPT cap. I'm sorry if it's very bad lighting, guys. I can't really help it, but you can see.
HPT, yeah, fine. Cap, if you want to carry an
like
HPT
a souvenir
cap.
German hat you might have picked up.
Oh God, what's that one? That is not even World War II.
GP strap for my GP ammo bag.
Fine, yep.
Musette bag. Pair of green emergency socks. They could be yeah, I'm pretty sure they might have been actually like pirate buy. I'm not sure, but
they're just socks, yeah.
And I'm pretty sure you would have had to have 2 at least. I only have 1.
3, I think. Without double checking.
This is not really going to work with the lighting, but some money from England. Some of this is reproduction. Some of it is original. Oh.
Blank dog tags.
Dog tags and nothing on.
Yeah, also post-war.
Pack of playing cards.
Modern playing cards.
Friction tape.
No, that's not friction tape. That's modern electrical tape. Compass is nice. Lens out your compass.
That's like a actual, like a US Army compass. This is like this was like a private private purchase.
That's English.
Compass, like you could have belonged to someone in your family.
You keep seeing. You can just see the crow. No, you won't. There's a crow's foot on there.
Jeep cap.
It's British. Jeep cap,
American
fine.
flag with some medals and stuff. I don't wear them.
Invasion flag, 82nd, and it's crap. The post-war
in my
master
view, it's
jump
disrespectful
badge
to veterans, but yeah. Some Chesterfield cigarettes right there.
Fine.
This is just a pen knife. This isn't. I don't use this one. I do have a different pen knife which I use.
Yeah, modern rubbish.
This one's
Get rid
the
of that.
closest I have to like the knife. They were issued and that they won.
It's going to shit rapidly as we're delving into these personal things. It's better to have 1 or 2 items that have done well than have a whole lot of shit which is crap, bollocks, modern rubbish.
A little pocket on a zipper. A short guide to Great Britain, which was...
Right, where are we jumping into, guys? Are we jumping into Great Britain or are we invading Europe? Yeah. Why would you have a guide to Great Britain when you're jumping into France?
issued to American troops when they came to get Britain. Mess tin, utensils. These aren't
No, throw those away. Get rid of the mess tin.
proper ones yet. I'm gonna buy them soon. But on D-Day, I've heard they only got given a spoon.
Yes. Well, they only took their spoon. Good.
Just I have some paper and a pencil just to write stuff down.
Good. Do you know what? That is such a simple thing that everybody misses off. Soldiers would write letters day and night whenever they got the chance. That was the only method of communication with the outside world. That's the only lifeline to their families is through mail. Every soldier would carry either a small notebook, scraps of paper, envelopes. Everybody misses that off. Except this guy. So, again, there's so much in this section of the video which is just nonsense. But that is really good.
The letter that the troops on the invasion
Burn
got
it.
from was it was like Dwight Eisenhower.
I swear to God, there was more reenactors with these now than was ever printed during the war.
And that's a reproduction as well. A newspaper you could have had. You could have read on a plane or something.
In the
issue
dark.
of the Yank magazine. This is from... It's a British edition. And it's from 3rd of February. Here, I just have... I think it's a map of the Normandy drop zones.
Right, okay, so you've jumped in. Oh, there's no thought going into a lot of this stuff, but there is on other things. It's annoying that it's such a mixed bag. If it was completely hopeless, then it's easy to just comment on all the negative stuff. But there is good stuff and bad stuff. I mean, how on earth you've jumped in on D-Day, but you've got a map of all the drop zones? Where has that come from?
Horse-hide gloves. I do wear them a lot, but I didn't wear them.
They look mint condition. They look like they've never been worn. Wear those gloves, go to the garden, dig a hole, cover them in mud, take them out, wipe them off, and then when they're filthy and used, abused, the dirt's ground in, they've got some wear, then you have a pair of gloves. This looks like you've run into Soldier Fortune, bought some gloves, and you're wearing them. These gloves you would have had since day one of training, and yet they look mint. Dirt, dirt, dirt. You need dirt.
No, this is sorry, guy. I would not be wearing them because I'm filming this bit first. Okay, moving back.
Yeah, still the mail is a nice touch as well.
The enlisted man's belt. I will be wearing this, but
good.
You just don't see it because it's under my.
See the pastils, lovely touch. Wound tablets. They would have been inside the Carlisle pouch, the later ones. They're nice, but
wound tablets, more wound tablets, homemade. Two tins.
You wouldn't have. They would be inside. Sterile in those tins. They're not loose.
I tend to fill these with chewing gum and stuff.
Yeah, good.
This I probably wouldn't be carrying now because I have a Garand now. But that's a carbine mag. An old bandage.
What's this obsession with bandages? Get rid of it. Get rid of the bandage. You do not need a second
if you put
Carlisle
your hands
tin.
on them, you'd probably maybe try and take another bandage or something. So
no.
Carlisle tin. Some homemade morphine tartrate things.
Okay, I see loads of people make these, but you have them inside the parachute first aid pouch. You have one. That's it. That is your allotment. You have one inside there. You're probably never going to see it because you're never going to open that thing unless you're unlucky and have to help somebody, or you might hand it over to a corpsman or something. Or sorry, not corpsman, a medic. Yeah. Why would you have loose ones?
What do you call it? I don't know. We can't remember anymore. Couple of letters. This I've just got on here to keep it.
Yeah. See, the letters are a nice touch. That's you've got that communication coming backwards and forwards to families. That's good.
Down. It's not actually really what I'd take, but maybe you could have found it. A wool scarf.
Good.
A letter. This has been ripped into two accident. Like a poster.
A poster. I'm gonna go invade France. What do I need? Gun, ammunition, poster. What the? Throw that away.
2 garrison caps.
Yep, you definitely need 2. Kid, you haven't got a head as big as mine. You don't need 2 hats. One is fine. Take a garrison cap if you want. They were taken to Normandy. Not everybody took one. Evidenced by the guys that have been captured. You can see them wearing garrison caps.
This is one of Soldier Fortune, which is too big. This is another one which just about fits, really. and I've got a patch on there, so on.
Again, when it comes to garrison caps, you don't need to buy reproduction ones. They always look weird. There's an odd shape. I mean, look at the piping, the way it's normally straight. It's like an arch like that. This is a fucked up roller coaster. It's not the best colour. I mean, the colour difference between these two is staggering. Buy original ones. They cost you a tiny bit more than most reproductions. The quality is there. You can get the early type, which is the nicer shape. It's correct. Get a patch from Green Army Products, or if you want to go all out, get an original patch. That's actually a British made one. I paid 20 quid for that patch on a hat. Took it off and put it on my officer's one. I mean, the officer's hat, I think I paid 15 quid for it. 15 quid, a tenner for the patch, because there was 10 for the hat. So 30 quid all in. And that's because I wanted an original patch. You can get a reproduction one for 5-10 quid. Yeah, you get original hats, and you can pay as little as 10-15 quid for them. Get them from the States. You'll have to find them on ebay.com. You'll have to get them sent over. Shipping a hat from the States is not expensive, and they are much, much, much better quality. They're a much better fit, and they just look so much better when worn. Because I haven't found any decent reproduction garrison caps yet. Nobody makes good ones. Some of them are tolerable at best, but they're certainly not good.
And finally, a Carlisle dressing.
You do have about 50 million too many bandages. You have one carbine pouch, one in your parachute first aid packet. That's it. You don't need spare bits, extra ones, loose ones, wound tablets, morphine syringes in boxes.
More of them, but I just put one out just to save space.
You've got more? No!
As always for you guys, this is my Engine Jack Williams contest, and yeah guys, that is all. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.
I mean, that is a complete mixed bag of shite versus some nice attention to detail. The letters, the notepaper, the pencil, the pastille packets, fantastic, absolutely fantastic. Everybody buys a mess tin and wants to stick it in the Musette bag. No. The posters, the letters, all these bandages and nonsense. No, just no. Wear the gloves. Get them dirty. CCT your uniform. CC2 your uniform. Sorry, I can't speak. And you will come from down here to up there, just in those 2 small little steps. There is hope. I'm not sure it's going to happen, but you can do it. I have faith. You can do it. Thanks, Ty. Thanks a lot for that video. I need another beer now. Right. Oh, I can't wait to start the next one. Until then, laters.